So last time we did Joker of Giorno, it was just me and Luke. Now Nick and Zach are here. Um, Before I actually start the video, like last
Yeah.
time, uh,
Sorry.
um, last time I asked Luke first. I'm gonna ask this for. I'm gonna go down. Who I think has like the least amount like of merit in this matchup. Like who cares the least. So Zach, I'm gonna ask you first. I just I felt like you were the one who, for this particular matchup, just had the least invested.
I am here because you said the budget is super high for this, so I'm like, okay. I need to see,
This is the fourth longest episode they've ever done.
okay.
Um,
I just need to see Death Battle at its best. That's why I'm here, and I kind of like both characters, but
Just to be proven wrong.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much. Luke, I'll ask you next. What do you have opinions on these characters in this matchup?
Wait, so you think? Oh, sorry. You think Luke has less of a stake in this as I do?
I mean, yeah, you're a bigger Sonic fan than him, and I think you're a bigger Mario fan, even if you're not the biggest Mario fan. Just because I don't think he's super invested in Mario.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
So
I want to see Eggman get knocked around a little bit.
fair. And Nick.
fight,
oh,
right?
sorry. I thought Luke, I thought you were done.
No, go ahead.
No, Luke, finish what you were saying.
I was gonna come up with more things to say on the spot, so I didn't actually have anything else.
Okay, Nick, what about you?
There's nothing has like literally mattered to me more.
Damn. All right.
Well, okay. Honestly speaking, I am really excited to see this. I am trying to be all cool about it, but like, if this is like a reflection of that feeling, that that indescribable twinkle in the eye feeling that Death Battle gave me, like a long time ago, then like I would consider this a success.
Fair enough.
A brilliant success. And with that,
Nick in his mind is like giggling and kicking his feet right now.
It might be actually.
For those of you who don't know, that's an Eggman quote.
Yes.
We assume so. Also with that voice.
For me, I'm super Bowser versus Eggman. It's not like one of my top matchups. It's in my I made like a little image of like my top 100 matchups I want, and it's in there, but it's like kind of lower on the list. But from what we've seen, this looks like it might be one of the greatest episodes ever, and the build up to this for watching people debate it has been so much fun. I do want to bring this up. I told Nick about this when he was the only one in the call with me. Just because I thought it was funny. Someone on Reddit made a huge, very thorough post going over every single resistance that Metal Sonic has gained over the years, to explain how he can like resist all the shit Bowser can throw at him. And so I posted a response to it, which was someone getting punched in the face with just the caption of I can resist everything going through Metal Sonic's head as Bowser's fist also goes through his head. Some people got their feathers a little rustled from that, but most people were like, that's kind of funny.
One final note I want to add from me on this is I really need this to go my way after the outcome of the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
We're all in shambles right now. We need a win.
So, final thing before I start the episode, I'm gonna go in the same order that we went before. I'm gonna ask each of you who you are rooting for, not who you think's gonna win, who you want to win. Zach, I'll ask you first.
Eggman.
Luke?
Undisputed.
All right, Luke.
Who I want to win?
Yes.
I actually haven't thought about that yet. Come back to me.
All right, Nick.
Do I even need to say it?
For video purposes, go ahead.
The audience.
I want them eggs all over my. I want Eggman to win.
Luke, are you ready, or should I go to me?
I think I would prefer Bowser to win, like for the one I'm rooting for.
All right, I am also rooting for Bowser, so we got a 2-2.
Hey,
I'm excited
real quickly though, because also we haven't done one in a while, but we are probably going to continue doing guessing, like me and Nick guessing the outcomes of previously happening,
Yes.
like previously happened death battle videos. Do you want to add this to the score just as one extra since we're doing it and nobody knows?
I mean, yeah. Well, we will
Okay.
definitely do that. I'm probably gonna start a score counter for myself on the new episodes come out.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing with them, like you guys are for those old ones. But yeah, we're gonna start that. Obviously that will come after we've watched the information.
Yeah.
But we've spent 6 minutes before the episode starts, so I am ridiculously hyped. Time to start. You guys all ready?
I'm ready.
Yep.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Fight! Bowser versus Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of Badniks. And they're not alone.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Let me know if
And
it's too
it's our
quiet
job
or
to
anything for you
analyze
guys.
their weapons, armor, and
Oh, we can
skills
adjust
to
it
find out who
ourselves.
would win
Oh, yeah.
a death battle. The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom World, the Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters.
We're seeing
So the
new
genocide
Mario.
is really all
Infinite
Kamek's fault?
Jump farming for one of.
Eh, kind of.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bowser wanted a different world.
He was
But
the source of
Princess
all my
Peach
woes
Toadstool
in
would
the
never
few
allow
Mario
the
games I
evil
played.
king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright.
That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire.
The weight of the
and
castle
control
thing seems pretty
lava.
minimal to
He
other things he's been
commands
through.
nature
Oh,
itself.
trust me, they'll probably go bigger soon.
Quickening the earth with a
I mean,
snap
either brick
and
is
hailing
really,
torrents
really
of
light
wind
in the Marvel
straight up
universe,
calling
or it's like the
down
densest
lightning
thing ever
bolts
because
as
Marvel.
Oh,
Marvel.
Just a little dabbling in dark
Mario
magic.
people.
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The
Bowser in the
original
MCU.
NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king.
Wait, did I
Magic
say
is
Marvel
how he turned
universe?
the
Yeah.
children
You
into
did.
bricks, only
Sorry.
countered by the princess's heart magic.
Mario
But that's not
universe.
all the magic
We knew what you
he's
meant, but we wanted to
mastered.
make fun of you.
Telekinesis, creating perfect clones.
I heard Mario. It was
I mean-
a weird thing.
Undead
it's
skeletons,
possible,
and
like,
worst of all,
the main question
ruining
is
every game of
like,
Mario
are
Party.
any Mario characters in Fortnite?
I stole those coins
No.
fair and square.
I haven't
Yeah.
Bowser
played.
spent decades hoarding treasure.
That is the funniest thing that I've seen, is that Bowser can win this through making Eggman go broke, because he can just steal coins from people.
True.
In a financial battle.
That's a
Coins, magic
that's a
star rods,
dungeon
warships, clown cars, you
in
name it.
Final
This is the
Fantasy.
same
You
guy
just
that
fight
created
until the guy like
multiple
runs out of
flying
money, so he can't
castles
hire
fashioned after his
mercenaries
own
anymore.
face.
Yeah, he's definitely. But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas,
The scene
can
from the
become
movie where
whole
he's like,
galaxies.
"I finally
They also
found
ferried
it.
Mario
Now
across
who's
the
gonna
universe in
fuck
3
me?"
seconds.
Oh my
That's
God.
489 quadrillion times light
What
speed.
the fuck?
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand stars
Come on,
are
play
even
that part again?
crazier.
Alright,
Wasn't
hold
paying
on.
Joke stars.
Yeah, I know you
Big
weren't.
Shiny power stars.
Okay.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously,
I
the
didn't
Big
think
Daddy
about
Grand
that.
Stars are
Holy
even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him.
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction.
It's fine,
that
Metal
destroyed
Sonic can
the
just parry
entire
it.
universe
Potentially.
into a massive black hole.
Thanks,
I would-
Space Guy.
that would be the
Rosalina
funniest
showed
shit of
up
all
to
time
save
if he
the
did.
day.
I mean,
Not that
like,
Bowser needed
effectively,
He's
Metal
swallowed
Sonic
by
is
another
like
black hole
the threat to
and-
this.
Metal Sonic is like the big one, yeah.
He's the only thing that can really like absorb that much power that I can think of.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe Time Eater.
I know so much stuff like adds to the power, like not everything makes sense for the canon, but I still cannot get out of my head the clip from the intro of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, like pretty early in the start, where you see Sonic and friends trying to get away from the Eggman army that's coming towards them, and Metal Sonic is just like kind of quickly walking towards him, and like, oh, that's the threat here.
Oh, yeah.
Grown into a star that went
That's
super
intimidation.
Daily Fantasy Sports.
Imagine a world of endless possibility where people
I saw
are
the Wait, we
free
missed the
as
president.
wind. Fears.
Oh my god.
Citizens of Earth, lend
Yeah.
Imagine a world of endless
I forgot how
possibilities where
ugly
people are
Sonic
free as the wind.
humans looked.
Isn't it
Yeah.
disgusting? Now imagine a
pressing
better
on the
world, one with
moon.
proper guidance and the technology to bring about global
I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna
peace.
reference that video.
No, I'm waiting for them to make a pissing on the moon reference.
Not
I
just
really
his
hope they
brilliant
do.
mind, he's a
Or if he says
genius at
something like,
heart
"How do you
who
like that,
knows the
Obama?"
dangers within.
Well, I mean, in the when we first got the reveal of the fight, it opens with him saying, "I've come to make an announcement."
Oh my god.
Also, I want to illustrate this just because we won't get a chance again until I do like my playthrough. Look at the fucking
night.
detail on
Oh my-
Eggman's face. This
yeah.
is from the opening to Sonic Unleashed. Look at that fucking Earth.
And that was
NASA
like,
could give it a better.
Peak.
Like you could see like oil marks on his glasses. You could see sunspots on his nose. You could see the individual fibers of his mustache. Like
Like the opening to
this
that
came
game
out
is
2008. There's no reason. For it to
that
go
was
hard.
like that was before we even got like 4K quality. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
He's Ivo
Also,
Robotnik,
Nick, this is
Dr.
completely
Eggman.
tangential, but
As a
there's a little like art installation in one part of the school, like in my building, that it just says like it has a little description of like what the meaning of it is, and it has a couple things on it, and then it says graffiti on me, like whoever just write whatever you want, draw whatever you want, and somebody wrote like a lot of it is emotional stuff, like personal things and like things relating to the theme of the art piece. But then somebody wrote, "I miss my wife tales."
I fucking love people.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't-
scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik,
Who we
sought
see
to
get,
create world peace
tortured.
through technology. But
And
then his
executed.
beloved
In the
granddaughter
shaggy
Maria
flesh.
was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations.
Cannot
They're
wait for
known
that scene in the
as-
movie.
They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked about was
that a real sprite?
Maria
Is that
Van
Shadow's dick?
Maria
No,
Van.
no, they had to make that sprite.
Ooh.
Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem, Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean,
That is
he's
not a problem
feminist.
because he's dedicated to the
feminist.
cause.
Wait, what was
Come on,
that?
he has friends.
I read that in the
He's-
Sonic Heroes. He's a feminist.
Wait, go back. Oh,
Hold on.
Hobbies, no friends,
Crack.
no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about
What? Wait, him?
he's a feminist.
no, that's the part of the game where he's like, "Bitch, you are gonna get in this car, or I'm popping between your eyes."
Oh, this is amazing.
Okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces
he a nice
over
guy,
a
then?
mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but
Oh, there's Metal Sonic. All right, he wins. No,
Pretty much sells
He-
it for me.
he
What
does.
were you guys? You were saying something earlier about like all the resistances Metal Sonic has acquired over the years. What does
Yeah.
that mean? Like,
So
what do you mean acquired?
Metal Sonic can scan any either like robot or living being and take their abilities and add their strengths onto his own. So he is like well, I'm trying to think. Shadow at one point, he scanned Shadow, and from that he gained like chaos control. And he's gained the ability to use super forms because, pseudo super forms because of scanning Sonic. And through a lot of characters he's scanned who have resistances to things like time displacement, time stopping, reality erasure, he has gained resistances to those.
Okay.
Remind me again, what does Bowser's army have?
King
Kamek?
Boo, Kamek, King
Bowser
Bomb-Omb.
himself, mostly.
Bowser is the big one, but I mean, King Boo can literally distort reality and like seal people away into alternate universes where they're kind of just trapped for eternity. And
Oh,
Kamek's big thing is he could literally just turn Eggman's army into more of Bowser's army.
your classic
Eggman
comedy
always has
duo
a
with
style.
Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not scratching Grounder.
No, we're not getting Scratching Grounder.
Modeled after.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah. Eggy will always have a great scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch
Yeah,
out,
that's
players
kinda
and
true.
plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Ah, yeah.
All right. There's 10 minutes left of this. Jesus, it'll be either a long fight, long explanation, or both. All right.
Listen, I will say, when I understand because of how much effort they put into them, but when I was watching the couple episodes with you guys when
Okay to skip
you
through.
invited us over, I actually thought some of the fights were kind of short.
Oh yeah, that's kind
So,
of been
like,
a criticism lately.
This will probably feel more normal length to me.
It's
There's
also
a
going
lot more
be
people
very...
to get.
Yeah.
Specifically Virgil versus Sephiroth. That one.
That one was so short.
They fought for 2 minutes, and then Sephiroth was like, "Fuck you, supernova."
All right, we're gonna go in the same order. If you need time to think, go ahead. Zach,
No.
who do you got?
I don't know. I think it's pretty even.
It is.
And that's kind of the goal. If it were one-sided, they probably wouldn't do a video on it.
I mentioned this to Luke and Nick, but I'm glad they're doing it the way they're doing it, because if it was just Bowser versus Eggman standard arsenal like they usually do, Bowser's beating the fuck out of Eggman. If you do just Bowser versus Eggman, but you give them their broader arsenals, it's closer, but Bowser's still winning easy. But when you give them these massive armies behind them, that's when it gets close. And I'm so glad they're doing it like this. I'll give you a minute. Luke, do you have a prediction?
I think I'm going Eggman. I'm going based off of like the biggest things, like the reality shifting type things, like the end alls. But both of them have them. I think Eggman has more, so I'm just doing some simple math. Like, that should cancel out some of the stuff Bowser has. I don't know, so I'm just going Eggman.
All right, Nick.
I'm gonna stick with my guns on this. So Eggman's breakdown that they gave, it was like general knowledge that I was mostly familiar with, but like there was a couple things I didn't know, and it really solidified it for me. So, and it also kind of moved me in a weird way. It might have been just like the background music they were using, but just like, it was weird seeing him as like a more dimensional character when you get like a recap of all of his feats and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Especially since he's always like I'm the bad guy, I'm gonna do bad things.
Yeah.
And there's always like some other underlying villain aside from him.
The thing that I see with Bowser is that he's very like linear, non-increasing motivation, like over time. Like he's only after the one thing.
He's persistent.
At the end of the day, he's still less of a villain than Eggman is, because he's got his family and he's like happy, even though he has higher ambitions. Eggman's entire character arc is that he's like, this is a weird metaphor, but he's like Light Yagami. He just never will get it. Like his hubris consumes him more than Bowser's hubris consumes him. So like it's come full circle now in that like his goals, I don't even know what he wants anymore, because he's already done everything. So I think he has more of a chance than Bowser does.
All right, Zach, do you have a prediction?
My answer hasn't really changed. I still want Eggman to win, but I it's anyone's game to me.
That's fair.
I mostly agree with Nick in that I think he's a more fleshed out character, and his ambition seems greater. I don't know how to really describe it, but just his personality. And I don't know. I feel like it's entirely how each of them are going to use their abilities, and I think Eggman's a little smarter in that aspect.
Yeah, I can see that.
Although his failures are that much more painful. Like, even though, when you play Sonic by itself, he always fucking loses in like the most like miserable way. Or maybe it's just his guttural reaction to it, but it's so sad to watch him fail, and I'm really hoping to avoid that this time.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna be the odd one out here. I'm gonna go Bowser. Here's my thought process. Bowser himself could beat Eggman, but that's not super important here.
Yeah.
Like an out of shape, overweight man versus.
I'm talking in his
Coughing baby versus nuclear bomb.
Bowser versus Eggman in one of his max. Bowser's winning, but that's not the important thing here. Both of their big guys are going to be able to tear through 90% of the other's army easily. So it comes down to, in my mind, Bowser Jr., King Boo, and King Bomb-Omb versus Dr. Eggman, Sage, Metal Sonic, and the Time Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser and King Boo can, with their weird magic shit, can seal or kill the Time Eater. Metal Sonic is a weird one, but I do think that Bowser would be able to take him out, or King Bomb-Omb, because they didn't cover it, but he's got a weirdly high attack power when he does the suicide blow up move. I feel like he could easily take out Metal Sonic with him.
Oh.
And with the power of the Dreamstone, he can just wish Sage to no longer be real. Which not only gets rid of Sage, but also gets rid of that link between all of Eggman's minions. And I think because of those top ones, King Boo is, because of the fact that he's a fucking ghost, would be a bit harder to deal with than I think. And I didn't even bring up Kamek.
I'm a little nervous now because of those points you made, and also you probably have instinctually a better sense of how these things go.
Well,
yeah, I'm not a power scaler at heart.
I am, in this season, we've only had 2 episodes, I am 1-1. I got Omni-Man Bardock wrong, and I got Joker Giorno right.
Well, to be fair, though, Omni-Man Bardock was
true,
fucked.
But even my instinct couldn't save me there. I can see Eggman winning, and if they give it to him, I won't be mad, because I do think this is an extremely close episode. I'm leaning Bowser. Also, I am not ready to watch either Sage or Bowser Jr. die. My brain's not ready for it. Alright.
Well, one of them has to.
One of them has to, and I'm not ready for it. Alright.
Wait. I'm flipping. I'm voting Bowser.
Alright.
Final answer.
Oh, no.
I need to get ahead. I'm below on the competition.
No!
Need to take a chance.
Oh, it's a fucking Mario movie setup. Operation Catfish successful.
This territory is now
He said it.
Yep.
my upcoming Eggman land too. What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
I also like Eggman's theme better. It goes unnecessarily hard.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this track. Called Game Over. I got to see that, but I haven't listened to it.
Shut up, nerd.
Luke and I had a moment with this Sonic movie and just listening to specialized versions of the Eggman theme.
Invasion force. Let's see Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot. This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Oh, well, there goes King Bomb-Omb.
He's so selling.
Oh.
Phantom Ruby.
What did kill Infinite?
A thwomp.
A fucking swamp.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Shadow Monic.
Froggy! That was Froggy! They brought in Brog. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh shit, no more Phantom Ruby.
All according to plan.
I like how Bowser Jr. just done nothing.
Excellent work as always, Beto.
Just scared.
Ready to wrap this up?
He's just a little boy.
As you command.
You know what they say?
Oh shit, Fury Bowser!
Showtime.
Holy fuck.
This is so fun.
This is so fucking good. Aw, they're using Metal Sonic so fucking well here. Bye, K-Mac.
I think there's any like Goombas left
Maybe.
somewhere on the ground.
Oh. I also noticed I haven't seen the Koopalings.
Them putting Bowser Jr. in the fucking Yamcha pose.
Well, there goes Metal Sonic. And there goes the Egg Fleet.
Sage. The Death Egg. Max power.
Alright, I think Eggman's taking it. Oh, hey, there's a Goomba.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the army's still left.
Stragglers.
Oh, they're good too.
Oh. That may not be it. I saw Dry Bowser.
A Dry Bowser.
Yeah,
But-
it's probably Dry Bowser. You better be a fucking replicant again.
Oh, shit!
Curses. Sage. Fire it again.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
He's Kobeing it.
So long, Doctor.
Was I right?
Ooh. That sounds like the end.
Let's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
go!
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, okay.
Currently
Winner,
plotting.
winner aside, shit was peak, and
That was a great
Sage,
episode.
Sage did not die. I got my
Sage
wish.
didn't die.
Bowser Jr. and Sage both didn't die.
That's true.
Why didn't she help more?
She tried, but there was nothing more she could do.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude, I am so happy right now.
My hubris!
Alright,
Why is he so fucking dumb at the end of the day? Why did you get out of the ship? Why are
Because
you
he
even
an egg.
remotely close to there? Why aren't
He
you on
an
the fucking
egg.
death egg?
He was
He got
trying
nothing
to
in that yolk.
It's hubris.
he was trying to escape, but he just couldn't.
God damn it.
All right.
I hate being
Let's-
light about that shit because
let's- Oh my
it was this
God.
close. We had it. We fucking had it.
I legit I said during that. All right, I think Eggman's taking it because it looked like Bowser was doing a little too good there. All right, let's listen.
damn
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
Let's listen.
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had
Was he
everything
torturing
needed to take
Waluigi
Chrome
and
down.
Mario there?
I don't
Strap
know.
in. This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5
Oh wait,
categories.
hold on, wait. Physical stats, powers, intelligence, trump cards, army. Oh, this is different from their usual ones.
Yeah.
First up is physical
I guess it can't
stats.
just go,
Bowser
like, generally
pretty
outspeed
easily
or whatever.
outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The
Right.
Death Egg robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the Metal Virus and Spatial Displacement Trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot.
Okay, that's bullshit. I can't find a second source to corroborate that. Like,
what?
They say it the one time, but like, come on.
No, that's why they're like, yeah, no, this is fucking stupid.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll back up just a second. Maybe I heard him wrong, but...
Way back. Bowser takes
the
edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser?
Oh,
Really?
they don't
That's
believe
cute.
it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot. Usually, just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk.
Yeah, that's the big
Card,
thing
as
is
in
Bowser relies on
items so
magic,
powerful they could
and
decide the
while
entire
literally
outcome
everything
on their
Eggman
own.
has was his own creation.
Yeah.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
I'm loving these alternate scenarios.
Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is...
Have they ever done alternate endings?
They did the one, we talked about it a little bit in a previous episode. It was a joke alternate ending to Shao Kahn versus M. Bison.
A tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare.
I think honestly this really... Sorry, what?
They haven't done this before where they show like the animated alternate endings in the episode, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, this
scenario.
is like these aren't really alternate endings. They're called alternate scenarios where like they could have brought in a different ability for this specific scenario because there is so much. This is a first. I'm really liking this.
I think it kind of really came down to their abilities were so similar. In my mind, it just came down to Eggman is just that slightly more cocky than Bowser.
That is
because like he did not have to like step out on his own when he thought the battle was over.
Yeah, no.
But it is
That
something
really
he's known to do.
off.
Yeah.
He did that the first, like, it was a huge waste of time. Like, he could have just waited. He couldn't. He didn't even have to be there. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa troop. But the Eggman Empire lacks something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player.
Friendship.
His alliances are practically
Wait,
I mean,
to
that is
fall apart.
the big thing is Bowser's army is his family.
I just realized something. This means that twice in a row, the winner was decided, like a big part of it was the power of fucking friendship.
That's true. I forgot that happened with the last one too.
Because Joker was able to will himself back to life and resist a lot of Giorno's stuff through the power of his motherfucking friends.
I fucking hate that.
Hell, in Sonic Generations,
With Joker, it makes sense. It's a game mechanic.
I don't remember this. What?
Guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points,
giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also,
oh damn!
Weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to...
A true loyal army, more useful inherent abilities, stronger base form, equal cosmic and reality weapon powers, equivalent strength via forms. Kamek's mind control magic was ineffective. Eggman's far more intelligent, same stuff there. Less effective efficient leadership. Sage's technopathy was ineffective. Army is mostly vulnerable to transmutation magic. Damn. I mean, still, that's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
To take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
All right.
The winner is Bowser.
Who's next?
Next time on Death Battle.
No! No fucking way!
They're doing it!
They're fucking doing it!
My God.
Oh no! I said that this would never happen, and now it's happening.
This has to be a joke. Not like the episode's gonna be real. It has to be a joke episode.
It's 100% is going to be. Oh, all right.
They're gonna pull some shit like the crewmates, once they're within a 5-meter radius of anything, can immediately snap and cut them in half.
I mean, what do the Fall Guys actually have?
Yeah, Fall Guys don't fight at all. They just
touch each other.
They weirdly enough, I remember seeing something because of like the way that the game works, have like ridiculously high durability feats, and that's literally it. That's I'm pretty sure
that's match them up. Like
it was like
they're as tough as
shape.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, they were kind of rivaling games for a minute. And then
they released it around the same time and had like the same popularity.
And then Fall Guys died off faster.
Yeah.
All right. I want to focus not on this for a minute. Oh my God, that fight was awesome.
Very much so. Yeah.
Very much.
And also, Nick, suck it.
This does put
crushed right now.
Me and Luke are up 1, which my score does not count for your guys' series. And Nick and Zach are both down 1, which Zach only has 1 point in the entire series, and it's this one.
I'm a guest star.
Am I still ahead?
Oh yeah, you're way ahead. Like Luke is so far behind. But this does mean that this season I am 2-1. I'm no longer I was negative, then I was equal. Now I'm positive.
By the way, Kai's viewers, if you want to watch the playlist of me and Nick guessing Death Battle outcomes, click over there or over there or somewhere.
Do that. I'm reeling right now. So I wasn't even thinking about that.
This is crushing.
The build up to this was so intense that I was so confident in Bowser, and then the build up happened. I'm like, I honestly don't know anymore. Oh, that makes in that fight. Oh man, I gotta listen to that track on its own later.
Yeah,
because it sounded really good, but I was too distracted by everything going on in the fight. Oh my God!
I really did think around the time that you said it that Eggman was gonna win, because I'm used to the thing where, like, you know, one of them seems to have the advantage throughout a bit of the fight, or like that the middle segment, and then the other one starts to come back and then takes the win. You know,
I don't.
I don't know if
they did do that, but they did like a double take. Like Bowser was doing really good, then Eggman like pulled through, and then Bowser was doing really good again.
I don't know if you noticed. I'm gonna back up to it real quick. right around, like, after that, around here, here, hold on, I'm gonna play it again. They stopped the music to make it look like Bowser lost.
They also made it look like Dry Bowser disintegrated.
Yeah, like the music dies, and here it comes again. Like they legitimately faked me out. Because yeah, if you look at it,
like he first turns into Dry Bowser and then he immediately disintegrates after that, or at least
it looks like it. Yeah, but he's just getting blasted away. But the music softens and then dies. And nope. Like, that is such a good... Like, they're not great when it comes to fake outs sometimes. Sometimes it's very obvious that it's a fake out. But no, this fucking got me.
Sorry, look at Bowser Jr. there for a second.
He looks so pissed.
Silly. The one tooth pointing at him.
Me and my dad here.
Oh my god.
That's my purse, I don't know you.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting right now. That or like the kid from Shrek, I love you, daddy. But also, Dry Bowser looks sick as fuck. I am so happy.
I've never been a Dry Bowser fan personally. I recognize that he looks cool, but I've never been a fan.
One thing I'm very glad about is that something the animator Moro put out is that there wasn't going to be any profanity or gore in the fight, and I actually think that played to its favor by not trying to make it some uber adult thing, which I think would have dragged down the fight a bit.
Right.
Well, I did see Bowser Jr.'s nose bleeding.
It was, but
that's the thing, though. I thought the whole reason that these fell under parody rules was because they were like mature.
I mean, a little bit. But
that could be just like a scratch too.
It's a big part of it, from what I found out, is because it's considered transformative. Because if they're using their own animations, they're putting it in their own everything into their own way, as well as being considered educational because of the amount of math and science they use.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like a promotion for these characters.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Something that they discussed.
It could only help.
They discussed in an older episode of Death Battle Cast that they're at that they got to a point where they had a reputation that if a company did come down on them, it looks bad on the company on a big enough scale that they don't want to do that.
Right.
Which is why only 2 episodes are unavailable, and one of them has nothing to do with copyright.
What's the other one?
It was like the violence thing.
Yeah, the TMNT Battle Royale was considered too violent against children's characters. And Lord Beerus from Dragon Ball Super versus Sailor Galaxia from Sailor Moon is not available because Toei decided not to follow that rule of thumb and got mad at them for using a couple too many clips of Beerus.
Oh,
I see.
Bad on them.
Yeah.
Broken.
Among Us versus Fall Guys is kind of bumming the experience a tiny bit.
What a follow-up to this.
Right? Like, that's my thing right now.
I feel like it's going to be, like... And I haven't watched it. I've only heard how bad this episode was, but, like... It's gonna feel like Yoshi versus Riptor to me. Like...
Not while Nick's in the call.
Like, there is...
What?
There is no redeeming quality specifically for Fall Guy. At the same time, though, like, they did Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it could turn out to be, like, something completely different.
It could.
But just those characters both, like... I love Among Us, don't get me wrong, no matter how, like, ironic and, like, just bad the humor is these days. I love Among Us.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fall Guys, I do not understand.
We have Zach on camera saying, I love Among Us.
I also love Among Us.
It's a well-made game. And I wish I could play it more often. But nope, everyone makes fun of it now.
Yeah, I wish that it didn't become the joke that it did. I wish it didn't get overtaken by, YouTube kids bullshit.